What's good, sexy? So we're back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes, and we're actually going to do a showcase today. So the unit we're going to showcase is Legendary Lyn. Now, Lyn was obviously butt cheeks before she had anything done to her. She was probably the worst unit ever released upon release, because I remember there was just no reason to use her at all. Not only that, but it was another Lyn alt when Lyn alts were just being swung at us left and right. So there was a lot of Lyn fatigue as well at the time. But regardless of all that, Legendary Lyn has finally been remixed, so let's go ahead and check her out. Her weapon, Swift Muligir, is going to grant a flat res up 3, effective against flying like all bows. If she's within 3 spaces of an ally, she gets attack and speed up 5, as well as Impenetrable Dark for some reason. I have no idea why they gave her that, but I'm not really complaining because it's one of the most powerful effects in the game. And then also, if she initiates combat or the foe has above or equal to 75% HP, she's going to gain a bonus of 15% damage based on her speed stat, and she's going to gain an additional attack and speed up 5. So, a very solid weapon. Essentially, she gets attack and speed up 10, 15% damage based on speed and Impenetrable Dark. And then you combine that with her new ace skill from the remix, and if she initiates or she's within 2 spaces of an ally, she gets +6 to everything. And if the foe uses a sword, lance, axe, dragonstone, or beast weapon, and she has 5 more speed than them, then she gains a wind sweep effect. So, very powerful stuff. Having her at speed up 5 compared to the opponents is going to be a little bit tricky. So I've gone ahead and given her Lull Speed and Defense 3. I think that's probably the ideal B skill for her now. You could also go for Null Follow-Up as well, but I think Lull Speed and Defense is going to help her out the most because, as you can see, her speed is really not where it's at whatsoever. And there's so many units now that just have a crap ton of speed. So if you're not getting the wind sweep effect with this Lyn, I think she's definitely going to be hurt by that. So you want to make sure she's as fast as possible. She came with Joint Drive speed as well from her Refine, which is nice. Or her remix, rather. And then I'm also going to be running Blade Session on her just to gain the maximum attack and speed. And I have Luna as the special, although obviously Deadeye would be a lot better. It's just too heavy on the fodder, and I don't really have access to it at the moment, so I settled for Luna. So let's go ahead and check her out. We're going to go ahead and hop into Arena Assault, and we're going to do 5 fights and see how she does. So let's get started here. Alright guys, so Legendary Lyn. Man, it's been a hot minute since I've last used her. Wow, okay, so we're fighting a Fallen Edelgard right out the gates. That is exactly what I want to see. So, is Lyn going to be able to beat Fallen Edelgard? I think that's an important question to ask. Any player phase unit right now has to be able to deal with her. Otherwise, they're just kind of subpar. Alright, he also has Legendary Dimitri. He's got Duo Lyn, and then he's got Legendary Tiki. Alright, so as you can see, my team is just loaded with support here. We have Brave Camilla with the Refine, so she can inflict -7 defense and res to the foes in 3 columns and 3 rows. And the same effect radius applies to Brave Keeper, where he's giving attack and speed up 5. So just a massive amount of support being given to Lyn. And then on top of that, we have Duo Peony with her Joint Drive attack, and then attack up 6 and all that nonsense she does. So Lyn is going to be very well supported here. But I think at the very least, you want to have someone like Gatekeeper on the team to give her a lot of extra speed. I also have Attack and Speed Tactic on Brave Camilla to gain some bonus stats as well. We're just trying to speed her up as fast as we can. I guess it wouldn't be that big a deal if you had Lyn at +10 though, because the stats are definitely going to help out a lot more. And unfortunately, my Lyn isn't even plus speed IVs, so we just got to work with what I have. Still, though, Unmerged Lyn just bodied a Fallen Edelgard there, which is pretty good. I think if I had Null Follow-Up, I might have been able to beat Edelgard a little bit quicker there. But, like I said, I think Lull Speed and Defense is going to be a little bit better against the faster matchups. And it doesn't matter against Edelgard anyway, because you can't get a counterattack with her against the Fire Sweep effect. So Lynn is just free to attack her multiple times if you got dance support. Alright, pretty good so far. We took out that opponent with just Lynn. Alright, here's another one. Oh, this guy... Okay, so he's got Duo Erica on his team. One of the fastest units in the game, and she's also a red unit. So she's got color advantage on Lynn. Let's see if Lynn can actually get the jump on her in terms of speed. Alright, also a legendary Micaiah at plus 10. Dude, legendary Micaiah is actually really good. I know she's boring and her kit doesn't seem like it's anything too impressive, but she does everything she needs to do. So don't sleep on legendary Micaiah just because she's boring. She's a very powerful unit. Okay, we actually cannot outrun that Duo Erica right now. I wonder if we'll be able to when we get the max bonuses from Blade Session. Alright, let's also go for the dance there. Oh, okay, alright, so, yeah, once we get the max bonuses from Blade Session, it's going to be no problem there. So, we're pretty much good to go. I also like the fact that she gets the Fire Sweep effect against Dragonstone enemies. So, for example, this Fallen Corrin over here with Negating Fang, we're just going to be able to bypass that and attack her for free, basically. So, Lynn's Refine, her remix was really good. They definitely took a crappy unit and turned her into a meta-level threat, I would say. So anytime that happens, that's really good. Especially Legendary Lynn being such an underpowered unit from release. Alright, we just whooped Micaiah's ass there. Not like that's a surprise, though. Micaiah has no defense at all. Alright, so we have our special attack ready here. I would have liked to see if we could have gotten the KO on this Corrin without it. Like with Negating Fang, would we have been able to KO her there without Luna? But I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay, so this guy's being a trickster. He's got double Pathfinder and then double Legendary Crom for the reposition antics. Alright, this is going to be a tricky one, but luckily we have Gatekeeper here, who is the god of support. I can basically just wall this guy out with Obstruct, and we can hide all of our units behind Gatekeeper, so there's really no chance of any shenanigans happening here. Dude, Gatekeeper is so good. He may not be the best in terms of combat for himself, but the amount of support that he provides to the team with the Obstruct effect and then the Wings of Mercy blocking and all of that, the attack and speed up 5 as well, it's really hard to underestimate how useful it is to have Gatekeeper. Oh, wow. Okay, so Speed Crom actually too quick for Lynn here. Probably not after we get Blade Session, though, but let's find out. Yep. Okay, so we're able to finish Crom there. Now, see, the thing about Crom is that he's a ranged unit, so we can't actually get the Wind Sweep effect on him. Lynn doesn't get it against any ranged enemies, so that's a little unfortunate. But still, we're able to beat Crom anyway. Alright, unfortunately, Gatekeeper took a hit there, but not really a big deal. I wanted Lynn to get all the KOs without any assistance, but doesn't look like there's much I can do about that. The double Pathfinder shenanigans really make it hard to stop the opponents from moving in. Alright, we're just going to go for a jump effect there. It's awesome that Lynn is able to outspeed Dagger and Notes here, because they're two of the fastest infantry-type units that we have access to, and Lynn being so dependent on having more speed than the foes, I think we're doing pretty good if she's getting the jump on units like this. I also really like her attack animation. The one where she jumps up into the air and fires the arrow. Oh, dude, look at this. Okay, the homie TK over here, TK from Digimon, apparently, is a big Lucina fan. Alright, that's a pretty decked out Lucina team. Too bad they're all blue, so Legendary Lynn is just going to crush them. I could probably get the bait on most of these units too, even though Lynn isn't a bait unit. I don't really think it's going to matter. We just have such an advantage in terms of speed here. All right, we are going to go for the bait on the first Bunny Lucina. And we just clap her in one hit. So, pretty good stuff. Yeah, right there. So, I love the way she dashes in. She does like a teleportation. And then she fires the arrow from midair. It's pretty awesome. Some of the legendary heroes really have good attack animations, but I don't often get to see them because I play with the animations off. I think my favorite is probably Guinevere, though. Either Guinevere or Ashura, because they just summon a giant ray of light to smite the enemies. It's pretty epic. Alright, we have one Lucina left to go here. Not going to be an issue whatsoever. Alright, so I'm also going to do some showcases for the other heroes that got remixes here. Or refines as well. So we got Brave Heroes from round 3 of Choose Your Legends. And we also have Legendary Ephraim, who I think got a pretty awesome remix and refine. So I think I'm going to do Ephraim next. I really like the idea of running Ignis on him, because he gets the special ramp effect and he nullifies guard. Plus he gets Canto and healing as well. So Legendary Ephraim just became a top tier unit all over again. Alright, we're going to get the quick bait on this Legendary Azura here. I mean, Dancers are really easy to bully if they're dealing any significant damage, because you can just bait them pretty easy like this. Alright, we have a Pirate Surger on the map as well. Pirate Surger, one of the best tanks in the game now. Unfortunately for him, he's blue. So Lyn has color advantage. And the thing about Pirate Surger is that he's got the 75% damage reduction on the first hit. So if he manages to survive your first attack, which he obviously will with all that DR, he's going to counterattack immediately with a bonfire, and usually it's enough to one-shot whoever he's countering. But Lyn bypasses that with the Fire Sweep effect. So Lyn is very good. Her being green, I think, is also really good too, because there's so many blue tanks in the game right now. We have Pirate Surger, we got Brave Hector, we got Micaiah and Guinevere, so lots of common blue threats for defense, and Lyn is able to just run right through them. So there we go. That's going to finish up our showcase for Legendary Lyn. Pretty awesome unit. I'm glad they decided to give her some good treatment, and now that I can finally use her again, it's pretty awesome. So let me know in the comments section down below what you guys think of Legendary Lyn. And this is your boy Tacho signing out. So thanks for watching the video, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.